Sports Unplugged. Doing it a little different this week. No music for y'all. We're just taking breaks and coming back because we got things to do.
Yes.
All right. So I'm watching, fellas, I'm watching First Take. ESPN First Take. One of my favorite shows. Is right up there with my favorite show on ESPN is Around the Horn. I just love the show. I love
I'm a PTI guy.
I like PTI second, but they
always
remind me of the movie Grumpy Old Men.
Yeah.
Around the Horn is younger, fresher, hipper, and it's giving 4 people a chance, whether PTI is just about Will Bourne and Courthouse. But I love that show, too. And my third best show would probably be First Take. Anyway, they're on First Take, and they're talking about the dynamic of RG3 and him being in Washington, how he's changed the culture. People are actually proud to represent the Redskins. They're singing the Redskins song. And Rob Parker, Rob Parker goes and says, yeah, it was some friends of mine. We were all having this conversation, and we were just wondering, we don't know enough about RG3. We don't know, is RG3 really black? What I mean, like, is he really a brother? Is he down for the cause? Or is he a cornball brother? This was his exact words. Now, Skip Bayless, who's never had a cornball brother, and he said, Skip Bayless, who's never had a loss for words, you know how they pan the camera? They pan the camera to Skip, and Skip was just like, so then they
speechless.
So Carrie Champion, who's the host, she said, like, what do you mean by that?
She's a friend of the crew.
So beautiful. And she's like, what do you mean by that? Like, what actually are you trying to say? Because I want to help you dig yourself out of this hole. Because you done said, you done fucked up. She went Bill Duke. You know you fucked up, right? You know you fucked up. So he says, no, I mean, we all know that, he went to Baylor, his parents are in the military, and he's a brother, he portrays his image as a brother, but, he has a white fiance.
So?
Fam! And I'm sitting up here like, stop. Excuse my language. But
I thought he had the same thing.
And that's what I said. I said, you the cornball. Like, don't nobody honor. Like, Rod, they be like, that's a goofy move. So like him and Chris Broussard catch it. Like in the barbershops. They catch it.
I like Chris, though.
I mean, listen, don't get me wrong. We've interviewed Chris. I think Chris is a good guy. But I'm saying, as far as the perception, when we in the hood talking or we in the barbershop.
He can't go to 87th Stony?
Nah, he can't go on 47th and State. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is, I got what Rob was trying to say, but there's some things that stay in the black man's country club and it don't come to TV.
Close the door.
Because let me show you how crazy it was. They threw it to Stephen A. Smith. He's never at a loss for words. They said, so Stephen A., what do you think about this? They put the camera on Stephen, and Stephen said,
just like that.
I just want to say right now that I'm very uncomfortable with where this conversation just went. And then he didn't say nothing else.
Oh, man. Can you imagine?
I get a 20.
Can you imagine the off-camera, off-air? Rob, what the hell are you talking about?
Man.
I
know he probably, Rob was like, my bad, man. I went out drinking last
Tony
night.
Dungy been killing him. Tony Dungy been blasting him every chance he gets.
Rob Barker?
Tony Dungy is the black Jesus of coaching football.
But what I'm saying is, why, like, I don't know. And you could tell as he was saying it, he knew it was wrong. But I'm out here now.
I'm riding with it.
It's like Frogger. You make that move and run out into the street.
Here's my question. Have we looked at his articles as of late? Is his paper taking a dive? Did he? Was there a shock needed to give the paper a bounce,
a push? I get you, but at the point of losing your career on ESPN, you might be done after that, because like
he ain't done.
He ain't done, but his role will get severely reduced.
ESPN has they have no time. They have no chance. They rotate you quick.
They suspended Van Pelt for saying laying his pimp hand down.
Right.
They suspended the man for a week. So don't tell me his role's not going to be reduced on First Take. And they're going to make him apologize to RG3 because you basically lightweight called the man an Uncle Tom.
Basically, is what he said. He basically said that.
He's just saying he had a better life. He didn't have to pick no cotton. That's all.
Yeah. That's all.
Man, go ahead,
and
man.
So this was crazy. Skip Bayless gave him another shovel. Like if he wasn't big, like the shovel wasn't big enough, he was like, "Here, take this one." Skip Bayless said, "So what about the braids?" That's all Skip Bayless said. And he was like,
man, I want to go on them braids.
He said, well, the braids, they symbolize brother, you know, and
No,
Skip was like, Skip
No,
was
but
like, really?
Not them braids.
Hey, look, hold on. Here we go. Let's
Like the Brat
hold on.
92.
But let's talk about this. Let's talk about it for a
JD
second.
background.
Let's, because I'm gonna be honest here. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna be honest.
Hey, all right. Process that shit.
I am.
I'm
I'm sitting here just like, all right, okay, this is good. I got this. Here we go.
You see what I'm saying? If you got to do all that before you say it,
don't say it. But I'm saying, when I watch RG3, the braids always bothered me.
Always.
I said, this doesn't even look right. First of all, I don't even like my quarterbacks with braids. I don't like it. I don't think it looks right. Okay? But I always said that he was weird, but more so weird than Uncle Tom. He's a different kind of dude. Dude wear the Superman socks and go ahead.
And excuse my French out there, people. Why in the fuck does that? I don't care.
It doesn't matter
how weird you are. If you doing what you doing for my team,
Singing footballs?
Dennis Rodman wore dresses and hung out with nipple piercings everywhere.
Had nothing to do with football.
But Jerry Sloan said, if he come and grab me 20 rebounds a night, I don't care.
And Jerry Sloan is one of the hardest old school coaches of all time.
No, I understand that. I'm saying
Should be with the
why is
Lakers
it
right
even
now.
an issue?
it shouldn't be an issue, but I understand where he was going with it, but I was like, why would you talk about it?
Listen.
That was my thing.
Listen.
I was like the braids and the socks.
If I was on
white
that
girlfriend don't bother me. I don't care.
If I was
you
on
do
that,
you
hey,
do
listen,
you,
man. Captain Kirk, man, 8 to 80, blind, crippled, and crazy. That's been the law since day one. Captain Kirk hit blue and green chicks from Mars.
Oh, yeah.
And he was my idol. Him and James Bond are two of the coldest pimps to ever do it.
Yo,
Right.
But now,
get it how you get it.
What I'm saying is, if I was on that show, I would have looked Rob in his face. I said, well, you know what? It's actually refreshing to see this cornball brother in the position that he's in. Because let's look at Vince Young, total ass. Jamarcus Russell, total ass. All these brothers, Michael Vick,
Sipping on scissor.
brother on bullshit and making black quarterbacks look bad. Now, I got a guy in here because he doesn't fit what your friends and your images
of a black man, which is garbage.
Now this brother has to have his ethnicity questioned
Hold on,
because he got a white woman.
But on top of all that, it's like from somebody his age.
Yeah,
You're a grown man.
You're a grown ass man.
You're a grown ass man. Why the hell are you talking about this man being a real brother?
So like this, Cam Newton, clean cut, but what's his knock? Crybaby. Spoiled, braggadocious, pulling his shirt open. But what I'm saying is,
when's the last time you heard Cam Newton getting in trouble?
And that's my point. Like these guys have never been in trouble for stuff,
illegal.
They was at Cam's daddy, but Cam never did anything wrong. All he did was play football. That's all I'm saying.
And allegedly steal a computer. Go ahead.
Yeah, but to have this man be questioned about how he carries himself, his looks, and how he acts. That's
what was bothering Rob was that he has never been able to pull a white woman. He's been trying to do it and can't do it.
Look here, man.
You know what I'm saying? He mad. He hating on that.
You gotta shave off that.
Listen,
that terrible goatee.
Man, what is that?
Tell him to go overseas, man. I lived in Germany.
Drop off from Germany.
Yeah, I lived in Germany for a little while, man. Might be a little Hans over there, look just like that. Might be a little 6'7" stud over there.
He need a stylist.
But let me ask you this.
You need to go see my barber. That's what you need to go see.
Is it an issue though in our community?
It is.
I mean, we're all here. We can talk about this.
It's always an issue in the community. Whenever a brother's doing good, and all of a sudden you see him next to a lady of the paler.
Yeah, but listen.
Isn't the problem for brothers or the women?
No.
For us?
No.
Not for me.
Listen, it's a problem. Listen, I'll tell you. I'll go over a bigger level. It ain't even got to be dealing with. It's just the way I think black people look at each other anyway. Like you're descendant from Ghana. You people are from Ghana. You couldn't drop me off anywhere in Africa, and I couldn't tell you how to get back nowhere. But there's always been this thing that Africans look at African Americans totally different, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it, but at the same time, that's the stigma that we have. So when this brother tells me, like, if I didn't know him, if I never met you in my life, They got one of them African cats. They think they all that. And then some African cats might be like, look at the lazy ass American dude, you know, the bums. So
that's how my father is. My father's Jamaican. He talk bad about African Americans all the time.
That's a problem in itself right there. So now to have it compounded when you're Rob Parker and you're in the position that you're in, you can make or break this guy. You can make or break this guy.
He should have made him.
Right.
He should have made him.
You questioned his brother's status?
You said Skip was like,
Skip say hit a shovel. Keep digging.
I'm gonna help you too.
So wait, Stephen A.
Skip didn't say was nigga, keep digging.
Hey, so Stephen A. never mentioned since
Stephen A. said I'm very uncomfortable.
And he knew not to touch that.
Where this was going.
And it never.
And I said, now as far as loud and obnoxious as people claim Stephen A. to be, he played that one smart. And here's my thing: at the end of the day, this is just how I put it. Will you see any white reporter questions Andrew Luck's whiteness?
No, of course
not.
And that what pisses me off more than anything. Scott Van Pelt, Dan Patrick, none of the big names guys are gonna say, so Andrew Luck, is he really white or is he
with a black girl the other night?
Cornball white? I mean, he's dealing with is he a wigger or is he what's going on? They're not gonna say that. So
Never.
Rob, why would you say that? Like, and I get it if you feel that way. I get it if we want to have that discussion.
That's a closed door
Double
type
A,
discussion.
we sitting at the bar and we like, this is cornball. And I'm like, yo, chill out, Double A. And you're like, no, man, you're cornball.
And that's been the conversation between me and you.
Stay in the family. As big as this family is, it stays in the family. But I don't go on national TV and say that. I don't question that man's blackness on national TV, and I'm a black man.
As a black man.
As a black man, period. Like, it ain't
You
rough
can't
out
do
here
that.
for us anyway.
I feel like they gave him a check and it was like, hey, I need you to say this on the air.
Willie Lynch theory. Go ahead and do it, boy.
Boy, it's okay. You'll be all right.
Django Unchained is coming out.
Christmas Day.
Christmas Day.
Break the chains.
Break the chains, boy. Rob, you bogus as that, man. You bogus as that. I hope everybody tell your ass off at ESPN, dog. And I know the white reporters was like, ooh, I'm glad he said that.
Don't nobody sit next to him. In the lunchroom, they see Rob come.
Yeah,
oh,
right,
man,
so,
I got to grab my stuff.
Hey, man, I got 2 o'clock deadline.
We question his brotherhood.
I want to see. Now,
That's amazing that he did that.
You know who I got a feeling who I can't wait to read his column is 2 people. Jason Whitlock is probably going to smash him.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see Scoops.
Oh, boy.
I know Scoop is going to have something to say about that.
Scoop, do you know have you talked to Scoop?
Oh, Scoop, no. Trust me. Scoop ears went up soon as he said it. Scoop didn't even have to be watching the show. Like, somebody just said something about the black quarterback.
Oh, man.
I don't get it sometimes. Like,
Is it the crab and barrel? The whole crab and barrel thing? We like to tear each other
I
down?
don't even say it's that. I think it's sometimes, and for lack of a better word, and listen, I might not ever get a shot to be on ESPN or any network, you know what I'm saying? That's why I like the show that we do here, because we can be ourselves and we can have fans. And at the end of the day, but I'll say it like this. I know when to shut up.
Right.
I know and I'm a comic. I can get away with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But you're a respected journalist that writes for a paper and
works for a network.
A network, bro.
ABC.
Even if I went...
He works for Disney.
Disney pays your checks.
You work for Disney.
God, you work for Mickey Mouse.
Exactly.
I'm saying
the biggest boss
Disney
in
just
America.
bought Star Wars. That should let you know. That should just let you know what's going on.
They finna reissue the Lego sets and everything.
Everything right.
Man, in fact, you should just be quiet.
Yeah, so my thing is this. Like me, if I went and worked for ESPN tomorrow, there's a lot of stuff Leon would have to change going on air.
Yeah.
I know this.
Yep.
But I would never sit. I just couldn't believe my mouth dropped when he said
it. Felt like almost like a backstab. Like you backstabbed all of us doing it. You can't do that, man.
Like, come on, dog. This dude is tearing the league up right now.
And hold on. And from Rob Parker. I mean, the thing about is Rob Parker, not because I think I can't. I'm not a fan of his anyways. But Rob Parker, who's always about the black man and taking care of the. You just came in and
Rob Parker looked like a dude that you could still own and hang with. I say that all the time. You can fire on him and be like, man, cool out, man. Why you make me do that?
And he's still standing right there, taking a drink.
I was just, don't stop talking about it.
Yo, I got a problem.
When we come back, man.
Lakers.
I'm gonna take Lakers. The Simeon Wolverines are playing better basketball than the Lakers right now.
They
They
came back
look real good.
They came back?
They look real, yeah. They looked real good on TV last night.
Stop it.
They did.
Okay.
Yeah. They do play better defense than the